What's good, guys? Welcome back to All About Arsenal, and today an emphatic victory for Arsenal. And to be honest, since the Tottenham match where we obliterated them 4-1, this has probably been the best performance by Arsenal. If it's your first time to my channel, welcome. Hit that subscribe button, hit the like button, smash. I'm trying to get to 15k. I've been doing this for over a year now, so I just want to say thank you to all my subscribers, and let's get into the video. So this was a big match, and it feels like with Arsenal, every match we go into now is a big match, because we know that we've got Man City breathing down our necks. And they, and not just Man City, but rival fans are just waiting, hoping for Arsenal to slip. But today we didn't give them that satisfaction. In fact, we pulled out a victory that really put us on the map, and it was a statement victory, and that's what I wanted. Well, I can say actually remind, but rewind your mind back 24 days ago. What happened? Aston Villa, we lost at the last minute. You know, I'm so excited when I talk. Minute, Jeremy Buendia put that goal in stoppage time, and I felt crushed. When I watched it, right, and I'm sure Arsenal fans will agree with me, the way your heart sank, you felt the pain. And I was going through the fixtures after, and I saw we had them end of the year. And I said, when they come to the Emirates, stick it on them. Yes, there was a couple of things that probably didn't work to our advantage. So, for example, Maghales was suspended, and Kamara was suspended, and Onana came off in the first half. So all of those things, they actually worked well to our advantage. Brilliant. But as football, we had no rice, but we gave them some pepper in the second half. The first half, we were pressing high, we were aggressive, but we left a few gaps in the middle, and that's where somebody like Declan Rice would just, you know, sweep up that area and snuff out that danger. There was a couple of times that they could have caught us out. Watkins had a beautiful chance within the first 15 minutes. He dragged it wide. And I think they had another half chance, and that first half was very stop-start. It became a bit scrappy, and we were playing into Villa's hands. Then you've got a little bit of the dark arts, which I ain't complaining about because Arsenal have done it, where you've got times where Martinez will just hold onto the ball a little longer. We know what they're trying to do. They're trying to do what they did to Chelsea, like kill the game, take this thing out of the game, and then the second half come out and play. And I can kind of see that. So when it was 0-0 in the first half, I was like a little bit nervous, but I knew we would come out the hat, because I kept thinking Arteta's got to sit these boys down and say, remember what they did to you. And I think that was back in November, wasn't it? No, was it? No, it's the start of December, wasn't it? I can't even remember, but they hurt us. Second half, we ran Raya. Gabriel's back, and I think besides Declan Rice, Gabriel is probably the MVP, most valuable player. The way he just causes chaos. When he's there, teams are unsettled. When he's not there, we don't have that same prowess when it comes to attacking set pieces with Gabriel. And I love the way whenever set piece comes in, he goes over to whoever that's taking it, has a quick word with them, and in your mind you kind of feel something's about to happen. In that match, I think Arsenal only had about 3 set pieces, no 3 corners, but yet we got to go from one of them. And that is what happens when you have a player like Gabriel Magalh&atilde. And every clearance, every tackle, the way he was pumped up, pumping up the crowd. Nah, I love that guy, man. And then what happened? Second goal, Zubimendi. Wow. At that point, I knew what was going to happen. Aston Villa were going to start playing, but there was a part of me a little bit worried because of what they've done to Chelsea. And when you've got players like Morgan Rogers on the pitch, you know that guy, man, he'll shoot outside the box and he'll just pull individual moments of magic. And I love the way we closed down Rogers, even to the point that he had to be taken off. And it just goes to show you how Arsenal were on it. We were second balls, we were winning. Arsenal were animals. We controlled that half. When Aston Villa started to play out, they left themselves wide open in the middle. Odegaard picks up the ball, lovely through ball. It was just a straight down the middle. Who's on the back of it? Zubimendi, no offside whatsoever. Clearly onside. Slipped it past the keeper. Beautiful finish, because he tucked it right in that right-hand corner. Beautiful. 2-0. My house is rocking. Wifey, 2 daughters were screaming, oh my God, Arsenal doing the thing. As you can see, I'm very hyped. Third goal comes in. Trossard. Now, this is when that VAR check, which is what contributes to that 8 minutes of stoppage time. The VAR check came in. They were checking if Nketiah was offside, Saka was offside. And when that goal was given raw, I then said to my missus, you know what? I can sit back now. I moved from the edge of my bed right back to the headboard, because I know, listen, it's done. Then Jesus comes on, and I was happy. Yo, listen, tell me in the comments. Victor Gyökeres, I think it's time. I think he's got to start on the bench. Jesus came on 51 seconds and scored a goal. That is what you call impact. Some people might say he's great coming off the bench, but his technique with like Victor Gyökeres. Listen, I don't know. We are chasing a title, and we're coming to the second half of the season. He's had a decent first half of the season. He scored about 7 goals in all competitions, which is okay for someone that has come as his first season. But he really needs to work on his game and how he can adapt to this Arsenal squad. Jesus comes on, what a beautiful goal. And love it when he took off the t-shirt, I belong to Jesus. I'm a Christian, I'm a lover of Christ, so that really resonated well with me. Beautiful moment, absolutely loved it. So from that point, we were cruising. All I wanted was a clean sheet. But there was a little bit of a kerfuffle in our half, and but before that, David Raya saves. I know people are going to say Alisson's the best keeper. Listen, I say David Raya. His save against Brighton, amazing. He has won the Golden Glove 2 seasons in a row. And some people might say, oh, I was literally a group chat and they said, oh, but you need good defenders. So when somebody wins the Golden Boot, you need good assists. So it's the same thing. I think he's the best in the league when it comes to him being a shot stopper, his distribution, amazing. David Raya is amazing. I think he's the best. But of course I said, I'm biased, I'm a gooner. Then Arsenal conceded Watkins' consolation goal. But from that point we were cruising. But this is a statement. Now we swing it back to Man City. We've got a 2-point lead. And let's keep it as that. Sunderland away could be quite tricky, although there's a number of players that could be out, but is at their gaff, and I don't think they've lost at their gaff so far. So let's see what can happen. I'll be watching that on New Year's Day. All the pressure's off Arsenal, kicking back, eating my popcorn. Then they go to Chelsea. Well, Chelsea go to them. And Chelsea, I don't know what's going on with them. Those guys drew 2-2 with Bournemouth. I don't know, but who knows at the Etihad, they might be able to get something out of Man City. But that's all from me. Very excited about this win, and let this be a catalyst for Arsenal to go and do damage to other teams. I do think this next game against Bournemouth can't take it lightly, but I would like to see a little bit of rotation. I'd probably want to see Saka out. Probably want to see Trossard out. Probably start Martinelli, but I think he won't do that. He'll probably start strong. First half is going to say try and kill it off in the first half. Likely with Anton Semenyo, he might be gone, isn't it? By Thursday, Friday. It's most likely not going to play. So he's most likely not going to play. So that's one less danger to deal with. So I fancy Arsenal against Bournemouth. But let me know what you think in the comments. How excited are you by this victory? And more important, does he start for Arsenal? Alright, to the next video.